welcome. Так. Ну, я на самом деле... Так, уже можно всякого говна напродавать. Пойдем продадим. Если немножко перегруз останется, в принципе, не страшно. Думаю, что мы так справимся. Но все. Собственно, пройдены все DLC. Вот так вот просто. Вот так вот просто с нихуя пройдены все DLC. Совершенно вне напряга и... Ну, практически. За исключением одного стрима, где у меня случился нервный срыв. Вот. Но это мелочь. Это мелочь. Просто так получилось.
I'm glad. Take care.
1.3К, сейчас он продадется. Так. Иное. Есть что-нибудь иное, что я хочу продать? Нет. Ну, антология любовных стихов, разве что. Ну. А вот капусту, крендель, морковку, 12, блять, штук. Ну, я куда-то спиздил. Мясо благородного оленя, да ебени. Пиздец, я его с собой пер, блять. Солонину. Так, хлебушка, еще хлебушка. Так, пока все. И доспехи пошел. Длинный, койф, шоссе, низкие туфли, туника.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, sir.
140.
We agree?
A night. All right.
Нужно было больше попросить, ну ладно. Но зато мы теперь освобождены. И можем совершенно спокойненько поехать к нехорошим людям. Нехорошие люди находятся вот тут. Поехали.
Yeah!
Короче, я сегодня искал рецепт пасты с фетой. Ну, сыр такой солененький. И типа, ну, не ожидал, но я думал, типа, я что-нибудь придумаю, да. И, короче, наткнулся случайно на тиктоковский рецепт, только я не в тиктоке на него наткнулся, потому что я это говно не юзаю, типа, у меня аж, блядь, не 2 извилины, да, а 3. Вот, поэтому я, типа, не использую это дерьмище. Вот, но я, короче, увидел на таких популярных сайтах, на приличных, там, по-моему, BBC был, еще какой-то, где прям люди хвалили вот этот рецепт и говорили, типа, вот, люди, значит, вот этот ТикТок, он вирусный, но он, типа, на самом деле клевый, полезный и все дела. И я, короче, посмотрел, реально прикольно, типа, спекаешь помидорки черри с фетой, и потом просто это все машнишь в такой соус, и, ну, потому что после запекания помидорки мягкие становятся, просто берешь, короче, отвариваешь пасту, туда этот соус нахерачиваешь и просто чай чешу глаз, если что, а не дрочу, если вы подумали. Берешь, просто нахерачиваешь его туда. И так получается вкусно, бля.
Yeah.
просто подумал, какой же я гений, блядь. Что я купил фиту и стал искать этот рецепт. Ну, я, конечно, туда мясо наебенил. Я купил, короче, говяжий язык. И просто, ну, чуть-чуть недолго запек говяжий язык. Ну, буквально у меня там на 220 градусах 20 минут, и он был готов. Вот, и он прям, блядь, на волокна распадался. Это было просто охуительно. И кушаешь прям. Я его еще в специях, короче, обвалил, замариновал. Ну, там специи простые, типа розмарин и петрушка, по-моему. И базилик. И орегано, да, вот эти 4. Ну, соль, понятно, там перец, да. Вот. Короче, пиздец, охуенное блюдо получилось, блин, 2 раза. Завтра буду жрать. Послезавтра хочу приготовить с хабанеро. Я купил, короче, хабанеро. Ну, это перец такой, типа, хуя острый. Типа чили рядом, бля, не валялся, если что. И приготовлю с хабанеро этот самый мясо. Ну, типа такой, не знаю, тако или буррито сделаю, может еще что-то там. Кисадилью, может быть, не знаю. Кисадилья, по идее, легко делается. Типа просто накидываешь кусочки. Ну, важно именно маленькие кусочки накидывать. Думаю, вкусно вполне себе. Получится такой сырный соус. Обосраться. О, это здесь была стычка, здесь их лошади стоят. Они навсегда здесь стоят теперь. Хотя трупов уже нет. Трупы убрали. Их, наверное, животные сожрали. Я общался однажды с женщиной, у которой, типа, сын. Ну, его то ли убили, то ли он, блядь, где-то, ну, застрял. Непонятно где, сам убился. Ну, хер знает, короче, там непонятно. И версия следствия официальная, а он, короче, сдох где-то, блядь, в лесу. И версия следствия официальная, что он, значит, просто сел, блядь, в этом лесу и умер. Типа специально, блядь, заморозился. И она говорит, я, говорит, книжки, блядь, начала искать, типа, реально, хоть в мире вообще были практики того, как люди заморозились или нет. И она не нашла таких случаев. Хотя я, например, книжки не читаю, но случай такой слышал, кстати говоря, в Чехии. Был случай, когда какой-то ёбнутый противник, блядь, коммунизма себя заморозил в знак протеста. Как обычно, против всего плохого и за все хорошее, естественно. Как и все противники всего. Да.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
Челик.
Looks like that wagon was loaded with charcoal. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks.
Я не хочу здесь сражаться с кем-то. Охуенно, very hard. А это кто? Стражник. Налутаем его на всякий. Лишним не будут. Что он принимается?
This one won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person
где?
dragged him off.
Сюда?
Maybe there'll be some tracks.
Здесь дерево. Так, какая область? Может, она там ебанута огромная? Нет, область не ебанута огромная, область маленькая. Но нам надо идти направо. А он еще, стоп. Смотрите. Кровь. Ну, это, блядь, больше похоже, что женщина какая-то конфузилась, блядь. Это уже это руки, да? Ноги, в смысле. А, ноги, руки, голова.
This way.
Все правильно, сюда. Ясно. Еврдер 2, что такое подобное? О, ага.
Blood.
Кровяка. Здрасте, здрасте.
I'm on the right track.
Ты, блядь, знаешь, что
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Надо. Charcoal burners. Один дуплит, блядь, в стену. Давай с ним побазарим. Чел, тебе норм?
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Где Боря? Бля,
Who is
реально
this
Боря
Boyar?
его зовут.
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Боря. Борис. Борян. Тут, блядь, никого нет. Они все умерли, что ли, или что? Или 13 часов? Нет, они должны быть на работе, блядь. Никого нет. Повалили, блядь, эту. Кажется, они его единственного оставили, и то он бы ушел, просто он тупой, блядь, и застрял в заборе. Он бы тоже съебался, если бы мог. Ну, тут никого нет, блядь. Тут хуйня какая-то. Тут что ли? Ну ты его ёбнешь, нет?
Get him!
Да. Ни тот, ни другой не отличаются, блядь, умом и сообразительностью. Это не помогает, а что, блядь. Чел, где твои друзья? Здесь нет ни хуяшечки. Просто нихуя, блядь. Кроме этого придурка, блядь. А куда? Боря. Боря. Боря в красном. Я его в жизни, бля, не вижу даже, блядь. Я предполагаю, что он там. Потому что не заканчивается миссия, может быть, и здесь. Борь. Боря. Украсть. Украсть. Нечего украсть, понял. Боря. Боря. Игорь. Боря. Ёбаный рот. Ну, давай знаю, может он слева где-то. Наверное, он в первом лагере. В А. Ну, потому что в Б, блядь, только этот чел тусит и то, мне кажется, он хотел бы тоже съебать в лагерь. Этот. Бля, ты можешь запрыгнуть, пожалуйста? Так, красная шапка. Красная шапочка мне нужна. Где же мы найдем красную шапочку? Я увидел там кто-то. А, вот он, Боря. Здравствуй, Боря.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof
Possibly.
and poisoned the well in Merchoyed. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here.
Че,
Take
даже
the
без
key.
Е, блин,
Thanks.
не надо, блядь, драться,
Farewell.
орать, угрожать, просто вот так вот. Так, и где он? Так, кто тут у нас? Пидорасина. Похоже на Тонду.
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Oh, well. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks. They're behind the shed.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Так.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Драка? Пизделова? Пожалуйста. Догони. Догони. Набей. Наверное, можно будет взять в руки этот лук. Блять, а почему он на лошади, а я на хуе, блять? Какое же говно, блять. Ну, блять, ну пожалуйста, ну ехай ты за ним, ты ёб твою мать. Где это дерьмо? Куда он поехал, блять? Да пожалуйста, ну хватит, блять. Я хороший. Блять, да я не хотел, да не лук-то, да... Почему? Он что, не в этом лагере, что ли? А где он тогда, блядь? Почему она... Блядь, какое говно! Нельзя делать так криво игру! Блядь. Сука, ты либо, блядь, делаешь нормально, либо, сука, не делаешь. Почему это так трудно понять, блядь? Разработчикам всяких Польш, блядь, и Чехии, блядь, и прочим залупам. Да вот. Да, блядь, ну не застревай ты, сука, в пеньках, ты ёбаная лошадь, блядь. Да ну давай! Нет, нет, вот он, я его вижу. Я его вижу. Куда он денется, бля, у меня стамины до ебений. А где он? Блять. Я его вижу.
I'll find her. You can't.
Тише, 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 блядь. Пошел нахуй отсюда. Гандонья морда ты, а? Чушка. Жри его. У меня есть дружок. А у тебя кто есть? А у тебя кто есть, а? Сучок. Маленький сучок. Куда побежал? Ах ты, гандонья шляпка. Ёбни его. Сучок ёбаный. Никто. Ты чушка. Ты чушка. Ты чушка. Да, ага. Сейчас, блядь.
Well,
Ладно.
Who is that, David? It seems I have finally met my match.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished, anyway. Just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed, their wives and children at their sides. But not you, or I. You will end your life in a ditch, with your belly ripped.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye, if we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well, but if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
All right. What do you need from me?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
Of course I know him. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that.
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you, I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true, I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
Пидорас.
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
That sounds a bit fishy.
It is simply that my master does not wish to be revealed. And if we are to help one another, that is how it must remain.
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the bag were full of counterfeits.
В ходу в Венгрии.
Why did you let them
Гроши
get here
сменили
before
свое
attacking?
название на
I
крон.
wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept two busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down two, but that bastard Manhart cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhart, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
Ты сам упал, придурок.
What happened to Menhart?
His dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I'm not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's
I
his
am
grave?
the one.
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Fafar?
No. I must remain in Sassau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fafar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Получил по ебальнику. Урод, блядь. Ага.
There's something over there.
Что же там такое? Да, ну что, едем. А, ну хотя Прибыславица рядом, может заехать. Заедем да покушаем, да, наверное, так. К себе в Прибыславицу. Просто раз уж я так близко, мне просто было бы тупостью не заехать. А, это эти дебилы углежоты. Понял. Понял, но... А вот я свои владения вижу. Бля, лошадки тут у нас. Покушать где? А, вот.
God be with you.
How's it going, fellas?
Well, Master Bailiff, well. But I speak for all of us when I ask, what's to become of all this timber we've logged?
True. It is piling up. The thing is, we've no plans to build anything big just now.
That means we'll be out of work. What are we to live on?
Don't worry, you'll have work enough. We'll sell the timber. Besides, we'll need to clear the woods even more to expand in the future. Have a word with the merchant. He'll arrange to have the timber hauled away and sold. You have my permission for that.
Thank you, sir. We'll do as you say.
Сегодня день ачивок. Я подумал, надо вообще спуститься и проверить, как там запасы денег, потому что это же, считай, моя копилка. Где моя копилка? Вот она. 35 тысяч. Ты ебанись. Ну давай 30 возьмем, заберем себе. Куда только деньги все эти тратить, блять? Куда?
Yeah.
Не, ну неплохо. Мы открыли, в принципе, несколько ачив, которые не могли открыть. Так что это вполне not bad. Да.
Yeah.
Блять, по горам как-то не очень. Да, тут невысоко. Невысоко. Знаешь, кого невысоко?
Yeah.
Если почти нихуя нет, значит невысоко. Логично. О, логика. Они застряли в березке. Давай. Вот уже таймер. Тальмберг, там и все остальное. Там и не Тальмберг. Run, rabbit, run.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Да. Покупать мне еще, конечно. Не, я так типа думаю, бля, хочу PlayStation 5. Потом смотрю на свою квартиру. Смотрю, что у меня, блядь, вместо полок 2 чемодана, блядь, стоят, просто на которые я вещи кладу. И понимаю, что какая мне PlayStation 5 мне, блядь, надо. Надо мне.
Yeah.
Так, у меня есть что-нибудь, что я могу сдать тетеньке? Есть. Окровавленные штанишки есть. А, точно, я же этих челиков.
Yeah.
Чё, штаны на продажу не нужны? Мужу пригодятся. Оденешь мужа, а то чё он у тебя голый ходит?
Jesus Christ. God be with you.
Я хочу 100 за
Let's
это.
talk.
Well,
Тогда 82.
We agree.
that's still
Ah,
a nice.
Пизда вонючая.
Fine.
yeah.
Pámu nebesa, odírali staré báby na trapaci do lesa od neděle.
От воскресенья до воскресенья играем, музыка какая-то там. Чел, что читаем?
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pain by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sassau. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman. But they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's the Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Goodbye.
Миссий-то никаких нет больше. Ебать. О, и вторая DLC-шка открылась. Ну, вторая часть DLC-шки. Пойдем выполнять, конечно же, ее. Сколько времени? Только 0:30. Так, ну здесь заданий никаких нет. Так что просто спим. Часочек. Часик в радость, как говорится, все дела. Отлично. Погнали. Никаких заданий я пока не наблюдаю, по крайней мере. Чтобы они были. Ничего нового. Все по-старому. Так что просто едем.
Yeah.
Самый короткий путь, как говорится, это путь, который ты знаешь. Поэтому мы едем именно так, как едем.
Yeah.
Лошадь, моторная лодка. Я люблю.
Shame I can't swim.
Shame I found where you can pass. А, и мне теперь nice. Found it.
Yeah.
Да, я ж поставил метку еще. Можно уже слезать, мы тут как дома. Да что, ну, есть факел, есть, сейчас, подожди. Все? О, кто это здесь? Нет, ремесленник мне не нужен, а где женщина? Нет, женщина мне тоже не нужна, а где мужчина? Ладно, тогда я меч поточу.
What's it to be? What's the matter with you?
Henry, why have you got that weapon in your hand?
I'm sorry. I just... I felt so tired.
What's it to be?
что? Че, я просто точу меч, успокойся. Я хочу достать его. Что делать нехуй?
Hey!
Да ну...
What's it to be? What's the matter with you?
Давай. Додрочи его до сотки.
What's it to be? What's the matter with you?
Не понимаю, бля, он просто перестает дрочиться. Да когда что-то будет, да это невозможно просто, блядь. От перфекциониста.
Anything else? What's it to be? Hey!
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Почитаем умные книжки. Охранная грамота, выданная Ульриху, благонамеренному рыцарю из Пассау. Мы, старейшины великого и славного города Пассау, засим желаем Божьей благодати и милости, а также всех иных благ всем и каждому из правителей мирских и светских герцогам и графам, марграфам, баронам, панам и иным знатным господам, камергерам, министрам и советникам, рыцарям и дворянам, гетманам и сотникам, таможенникам, казначеям, управителям и рихтерджам всех городов, деревень и прочих поселений, и их старейшинам, наместникам и прочим верным слугам Священной Римской империи, а также всем, кто по милости Господа нашего Иисуса Христа возьмет в руки сие послание. Высокочтимые, милостивые, благородные и крепкие в вере друзья, позвольте поручиться перед всеми вами за держателя сего документа почтенного рыцаря Ульриха, славного человека и нашего верного друга, которому должно скоро прибыть в королевство Богемию в качестве нашего посланника и представителя. Мы просим вас принять его по прибытию с тем же добронравием и уважением, которое вы так великодушно простираете на нас, обращаться с ним по-доброму, позволять ему странствовать и помогать в этих странствиях всем и соблюсти условия сии охранной грамоты, действия которой распространяются на все дороги, порты, мосты, земли, владения, графства, волости, крупные и мелкие города, замки, деревни и все прочие места вашего королевства Богемии, великодушно позволить рыцарю Ульриху безопасно и без затруднений исполнить его поручения, данные ему ради поддержания чести и доброго имени нашего великого города, подписано в городе Пассау в 1403 году от Рождества Христова. Запись о проверке монеты. 2 апреля в Пассау была проведена проверка монеты, являющейся образчиком поддельного пражского гроша, недавно обнаруженного в обменном доме в Пассау. Проверку произвел господин Йохан Бергман, достопочтенный член городского совета Пассау. Йохан Бергман, скорее всего, отсылочка. Возложил это поручение сам городской совет, и кто, будучи ювелиром золотых дел мастером, опытен в подобных вопросах. За проверкой наблюдались представители городского совета господин Йоахим Фалькенберг, Конрад по прозванию сладкоречивый и Куна Айзер. Господин Бергман предположил, что подделка была совершена весьма искусно, и простому человеку отличить ее от настоящего гроша было бы трудно. Также стало известно, что подделку произвели новым, неизвестным господину Бергману способом. Сердцевину монеты отчеканили из местного медного листа и покрыли серебряным сплавом, дабы создать видимость настоящего гроша. Господин ювелир также отметил, что чеканка монеты весьма честная и ладно выработанная. Следовательно, у фальшивомонетчика в распоряжении был штамп высочайшего качества. Фух, блядь. Жестко я. Любовное письмо датчика прочитаем. Милая моя, я твой самый преданный тайный поклонник. Тайный, потому что пока я не знаю, что ты мечтаешь обо мне так же, как и я о тебе, мое имя останется неизвестным. Но когда мы узнаем друг друга, тогда, моя возлюбленная куколка, я буду ласкать твои соски, а после искать сокровища, что ты носила с собой с рождения. Ибо нет существа прекраснее тебя. Стоит мне лишь подумать о тебе, я поднимаю такую боевую палатку, которой позавидовал бы даже Сигизмунд. Ты должна быть моей и ничьей больше. Я перенесу тебя в рай и обратно. Ты встретишь всех ангелов на небесах и призовешь Господа громче, чем когда-либо. Если ты хочешь почувствовать себя так, как ни одна женщина не чувствовала себя раньше, надень завтра это ожерелье, и я буду знать, что ты должен прийти к тебе в ночи и проникнуть в твой тайный садик. Твой самый страстный тайный поклонник. Бля, охуенно. Это если бы я писал любовные письма. Они бы так выглядели. Может, теперь мы научились читать, типа, пора. Сука. Так книжки с собой носим, блять, и не можем их прочитать. Охуительно. Ну, что я хочу сказать. Давай поставим. Не нужно. Интересно, женщинам правда достаточно услышать, что типа у парня на них стоит, чтобы захотеть его? Если так, то женщины недалекого ума. Хотя, что из этого мы не знали. Пойдем с челиками поиграем, что ли?
I'm honored that a night...
Fancy throwing a...
Соточку. Конечно же, надо было поспать хотя бы. Так.
May the best man win.
Я best чел. Ты иди соси хуй. Ну, видишь, кто здесь best?
I hope that's the end of it. Your turn. That won't happen again, surely? Why, oh why didn't I quit while I was ahead?
Лох. Питер. Ну, в принципе, как вариант, можно пойти... Просто DLC-шку проходить обычно я делаю для этого отдельный стрим, как бы, но... Ладно, похуй, все равно никто не смотрит, пойдем. Она заперлась. Нет, она не заперлась.
Getting on?
Oh, better. A little, at least. There's less wounded than there was. Some got better. But there are more and more people in need of treatment. Someone gets kicked by a horse. Someone eats something bad. Another can't sleep or has the ague. Everyone's got a problem, and it feels like I'm the only one in the whole world who's able to help them. And Matthias. He worries me most of all. Brother Nicodemus helped me to move him here after what happened in Merhoyed. But he's still lying in a fever, and nothing seems to help.
I'm sorry to hear it. To be honest, you look all done in.
I know. I'm constantly on my feet, and when I get a chance to rest for a while, I don't sleep well. I keep having peculiar dreams and waking up. I get up in the morning, feeling like I haven't slept at all.
I brought you something.
That's sweet of you. What is it?
I've got quite a bit of meat. More than I can eat myself. I thought you might be able to use it.
Thank you so much. This will help us a lot. We've barely got enough to eat, you know?
Glad to be of help. What's wrong with Matthias?
As I said, his wound isn't healing, and he has a constant fever. Me and Brother Nicodemus are at a loss. We tried everything we could think of. I pray every night to Our Lady to heal him. If only he'd get better.
Ah, poor Matthias. After all he's been through. I'll pray for him too. I brought you something.
That's sweet of you.
I've got a bit of spare coin, and I was thinking maybe you could use it.
We certainly could. That would be a great help.
I'd like to give you 360 groschen.
Thanks, Henry. You're an angel.
You know, I could get...
Thanks. But there's no point in it. Brother Nicodemus...
Oh, I see.
Пока так. Там какое-то задание уже началось, поэтому пока на этом остановимся. Что за задание? Понял. А челиком я там... А, мне кто-то сказал, типа, приходи там через пару дней. Сейчас зайдем, может они...
You saved me. You've no idea what you've done for me. Oh, God, thank you.
I didn't do that much.
You did more than anyone else here. I'm sorry, I've got no money to repay you, but I can tell you a secret. How workers like me keep up back-breaking labour day after day.
И как? И как? Никак, видимо.
I just can't.
Да, ты can't. You're such a cunt. Я еще думал назвать стрим типа сюжетка и не
For love of
только.
God!
What do you mean? Peculiar dreams?
The same one. Over and over. In it, the Virgin Mary appears to me.
The Blessed Virgin? Really?
Really. She looks just like in the painting over the altar in Sasau Church. I always dream that I'm back in Scarlet's again. Like before. Before everything.
I understand.
I'm standing at the foot of the hill, with the castle behind me, by the walkway leading to the ore-washing tanks, near the woods. Uncle used to work there. I'm bringing him some food, going towards the pond. Then everything suddenly goes dark. I carry on uphill, along the stone channel up to the mouth of a huge cave. I go inside and the darkness surrounds me. But I keep going, and then I see sitting there in the dark.
Who? Who do you see?
The devil. He scowls at me with these horrible eyes. Then everything becomes engulfed in flames, and I try to flee from them. I run through the cave, but I can't find the way out. I can hear the devil behind me laughing horribly. When I can run no longer, I stop, and the flames catch up with me, and then I die. Then I wake up, still feeling the heat of the flames, and I can't get back to sleep again. All I can do is kneel by my bed and pray until morning.
You said something about the Virgin Mary?
Yes, she's always there with me until it goes dark. She goes to the cave with me, but she doesn't go inside.
And you have that same dream every night?
Night after night. It started some time ago and it never ends.
Night, I will fight.
Have you told anyone about it?
No. No one at all, except for you. I was afraid people would think I was losing my mind.
Right. Well, it does sound a bit, you know, mad.
I know. Sometimes I think so myself. But then, when the dream keeps coming back, I think it must mean something.
Oh, I don't know. It seems to me you're reading too much into it. It's just a bad dream, that's all. It'll pass.
I thought at least you would understand, if no one else. But I know. I just know. I was thinking, you know, that maybe I should go there, but the truth is, I'm afraid. And anyway, I can't leave here. So I was wondering, since you're here, whether you wouldn't go there and have a look around for me. You're able to take care of yourself. After all, you've been in battle.
All right. If it means you'll be able to sleep peacefully again. I'll go there, but what exactly do you want me to do
Ну,
there?
а что мне за это
Don't
будет?
know.
Может быть, отсосик?
Just go there and see if there's anything weird there. And then come and tell me.
Of course. Take care of yourself, and I hope things get better. With you and Matthias and everything.
Thanks, Henry. God be with you.
Night after night I will fight. Ебать. Типа загляни в каждую дырку, серьезно? Ну, я что-то даже не знаю. Go to the cave that's close to the village. Which one is close to the village? Could you please tell me? Вот эти дырки, это майн, правильно я понимаю? Я просто не представляю, где этот кейв искать. Я просто не представляю. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's too deep here.
Yeah.
просто не понимаю, блядь, куда? Куда мне катиться-то? Куда нахуй? Сюда? Куда? Куда? Паника. Здесь проехать. Это челик нес.
Yeah.
Блять, туда же дорога идет. Вот туда же идет, ну типа вот эта дорога, она так выглядит. Как ехать куда? Удачи. Догони меня для начала, чел. Умник, блять. Может быть, я угадал с первого раза. Было бы клево.
Well, this is it. I thought it was supposed to be a big cave. Oh, maybe it's bigger on the inside. Oh, Jesus, something stinks here. Oh, fuck.
Ебать.
A Skalitz Waffenrock. Maybe Sir Radzig sent someone here to check on things. That didn't turn out too well. How in Christ's name did they get here? A shaft leading to the surface. Maybe someone threw those people down here. Poor wretch. What did he do to deserve such a fate? Christ, poor wretch. No doubt he wanted to raise the alarm about the raid on Skalitz, but those bastards got him.
Понял. Туалет недостроенный, блять, или что это такое? Но дело не в этом. А вот.
Blood. A lot of it. And it's been here quite a while. Something's very fishy here. It looks like the blood leads to that hut. That's odd. It looks like someone is living here. This is very fishy. All those corpses down below. What in the name of God are you doing here?
I hid here when Skalitz was raided, and now I'm keeping guard until his lordship returns.
Oh, you belong to the Skalitz garrison?
Yeah. Are you blind or deaf? You thought there was no one here and you could come and loot the place, did you? Well, you thought wrong, you thieving and you'll answer to cold steel.
But just a minute. I'm from Skalitz, and I know all the guards. I never saw you there.
Then you can't be from Skalitz, or I'd remember your face.
Oh? Tell me then, what's the name of the miller's daughter?
Yitka.
It's Teresa, you lying bastard.
All right, you got me. I just wanted to hide out here. I figured no one would look for me after what happened. So who sent you here? Yolen of Rocket Sam? On account of me killing his son?
No.
Hyman of Yehlava? He's had it in for me ever since I plundered his estate.
Oh, I wasn't sent by any Hyman.
Oh, fuck, this is serious. You're from that Lord Sokol who I left in the shit and skipped with his band when the Bishop of Olomouc was after him, yeah?
I don't know any Lord Sokol.
Then who the fuck sent you? Spit it out before I cut you in half.
Johanka sent me.
What fucking Johanka?
From Sasau. She had this vision, in a dream.
What? I've been hiding for a month from hardened cutthroats, and you found me here because some wench had a dream?
Yeah, basically.
By Christ, you must be cursed.
Hang on. Those corpses in the mine? That's your handiwork?
Aye. They stumbled across me here, so I figured I'd better silence them. And I got a nice bit of loot out of some of them. You'll join them yourself soon enough. Don't worry about that. And maybe I should go and find this Yahunker of yours, too. Prepare to be purged.
Почему он автоматом не может, блядь... Да ну, да что ты говоришь, блядь? Ой. Ой. Как ты всех убил-то, расскажи мне. Чушок. Ой. Ой, кто-то кровоточит. Ой. Ой, кто-то кровоточит. Пидорас, ёбаный. Так, собачка. Да откуси ему яйца, блядь, хуй ты бегаешь-то? Пидорас, ёбаный. Так, сундук разбойника. Значит, здесь где-то есть сундук разбойника. Разбийника. Щит с гербом скальца.
A shield of Sir Radzig's garrison. Strange.
Яблочко. Эх, яблочко. Берем.
God have mercy, this is a small fortune. Fine clothing, armor and weapons. Serious loot. And a Cuman faceplate helmet. Interesting. It seems this all belonged to those poor wretches down below.
Интересненько. Но зачем он себе обустроил столько места? Вот это странно. Типа он, похоже, не один здесь. Очень похоже, что он здесь не один. На всякий случай поспим, свайнемся. все это. Защита 140, это больше, чем у меня, по-моему. Берем. Окей. Так, лошадка, поехали. Нам с тобой путь-то не близкий. Поставилась, сука. Ладно. В любом случае, я понимаю, куда ехать, так что... На огромную букву А, мне кажется, я не ошибусь.
Yeah. Yeah. Прям такой живой звук, я такой 1000 раз слышал. Ну, в жизни, в реальной. Вот эти фить, вот эти вот. Мне кажется, там, блядь, гора. Окей, уже я на все согласен, просто... Yeah.
Блять. Ну как можно...
Yeah.
Фу. Мастер, мастер. Мастер с коротких срезов. Гений. Непризнанный гений. Застреваем, блять, в камнях, ты сука. Не, понимаю, когда я херачу в ебаные кусты, и меня там, типа, игра стопит в стене из кустов. Я понимаю, что это тупейшая игровая условность, и хорошие игры так не делаются. Но окей, это я еще могу понять. Но, блять, когда это какой-нибудь пенек, камешек, и игра в нем решила затупиться, ну это тупо, я не знаю.
I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Well, it was a bit strange. No cave, no hellfire, just an abandoned mine shaft. Although at the end of it, there was quite a nasty surprise.
What was there?
Dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies. All murdered.
God have mercy.
There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what? I had another dream. A different one.
What, you had a dream just now?
Yes. While you were away, I collapsed and slept like the dead. Brother Nicodemus even roused me in the end, because he was worried. And in that dream, the Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes. It all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
But I was the one who went there, not you.
That's true. But I sent you there. I think that was enough. Otherwise I wouldn't have had another dream, would I? Our Lady was testing whether I would understand her message.
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people. All of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
Matthias?
Well, when you put it like that, I can see some sense in it. Not that I know much about these things, but I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
I should... Well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me.
Конечно.
Rely on me.
Никуда не поеду.
I'll be there.
Thank you, Henry. Come first
же
thing in the
могу
morning and we'll go
на-
together. Or if you want, you can rest here. I'll take care of you and wake you up when it's time to go.
О, это так мило.
Thanks. I certainly could do with a rest.
God be with you.
Так она... Окей. Я думал, она меня своими ручками немножко ублажит. Или ротиком, или еще какими-нибудь частями. А она вот так вот.
Good morning, Henry. Come on.
Good morning.
Let's go to the green.
Погнали. Они будут в нее кидаться какашками, а мне нужно будет
How's
ее
life here in
защищать.
Sasau?
Much the same as in Scarlet's. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest. So we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts. Especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country. And a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
Well, the best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
The livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse. Or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them? Or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison. And those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
You, horse, and your Endless Horn. Я не знаю. Сука,
How are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
Now that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more. Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. But that's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
I'll pray for your safe return, as always.
Thanks, Guta. Not to worry, I'll be fine. I'll go then.
But no dice playing in Gutenberg. Remember what...
Что он в Гутенберг идет? Ну ладно.
Tell me, how is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
Well, it's a wonder he took me on at all after I lost his sword in Scalith. But it's great. For someone like me. I lost everything, and he gave me a second chance. And even a new home of sorts, if you know what I mean.
I understand.
Я понял, куда мы идем хотя бы теперь. До меня дошло. До меня дошло, где центр города. Считает игра. Ну или
I'm glad you found your
геймдизайнер.
feet with Sir Radzig. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I
Она
hope
уже
so.
нашла. Быть проституткой у монахов. Интересно, она девственница или она уже ебется?
Listen. When she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that
Ну, типа, она
picture
же
above the altar. She
верит
just
в Бога, там
appears
все
in a
дела,
kind of
никакого
golden
секса до
glow,
свадьбы.
in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colours and this golden light.
My, that's really something. How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better. Don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit. But maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Perhaps. Что еще расскажешь?
Johanker, what are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant preachers who are always wandering around the land.
I see.
До площади еще далеко.
Maybe the land shall be engulfed in fire as punishment for our sins? That wasn't bad. But maybe best to save it for later and start differently, so everyone knows I mean it seriously. Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I have no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
Возьми себя в руки, девочка.
Have no fear. You can do it. If you didn't have what it took, Our Lady wouldn't have chosen you, would she?
I suppose you're right. But it's still hard for me.
Think of Matthias. You want him to recover, don't you?
Yes. If I don't let her down, she'll surely heal him for me.
That's the spirit. Enough beating around the bush. Go and let him have it.
All right. Here goes. God be with you.
God be with you. No. О, на катсцену денег собрали.
The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many spires.
Люди приходят.
Spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me. But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them. But it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts.
Oh.
The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation.
Мне кажется, даже эта
That
катсцена
is the
идет
vision
примерно
that
в
came
15
to me.
FPS.
And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Аплодисменты. Я похлопаю. Это прекрасно. Я считаю, это великолепно.
Sucker. That lass doesn't hold. Isn't she that lass?
That was better than any of us. Demons and the Virgin Mary, but it didn't make much sense to me. You can always tell when a woman's in need of a man.
Johanka? Not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while. I must sit down.
Please. It's very important. The way you spoke, it sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble.
Henry's come to see us.
I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right, but quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I don't know how I could help.
I want him to
Я могу
stop.
помочь отпиздить его,
But he
например.
won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him...
Oh, all right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Юганка.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me, and
Я уж
she
видел
was
только
quite
что.
desperate. Did you hear?
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears. And now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Well, I've always found a good punch in the mouth can do a lot to change a man's mind.
Thanks for that contribution, but I don't think Guta came to me because she wanted her husband crippled.
Yeah, all right.
Я всегда могу.
It's what Fritz would do, though.
And that's why I'm asking you, and not Fritz.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realize for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do.
Это my work.
But you could.
Да, я мог бы. Я пытаюсь
All right.
помочь.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort
Я
it out
починил
with her.
игру. Слушай, я
I have
сейчас
to go
договорю,
back
я
now.
тебе расскажу, как я ее починил. Это было офигительно. Короче, я после того, как сгорел и выключил все, я через какое-то время вернулся, короче, и я решил перепройти миссию, задание совсем заново. Я, короче, попёрся начал заново проходить. Ты, может быть, видел эту часть, где надо было, короче, сбивать эту лампу с дерева, и потом еще выйти как собачка. Так вот, так как я эту игру загрузил, это сохранение загрузил. После того, как я выполнил эту задачу, я этих челиков запугал, была ночь, и по-хорошему должна была пойти игра, что мне скажут, дождись утра и поговори с этим челиком, и, типа, пошла игра дальше. А у меня было по-другому. У меня, короче, вот, типа, я выполнил это задание, и тут же мне было написано, что я, типа, с этим челиком не поговорил утром, типа, и все зафейлено. И я понял, что забаговалась игра из-за того, что я первый раз, когда делал, я типа сдал этот квест и потом начал его переигрывать. И игра, походу, из-за этого заболела. И я сделал, короче, следующее. Я понял, что вот этот баг, он вызывается тогда, когда ты загружаешься. Ну, типа, когда ты любым способом загружаешься, неважно, ты сохранение перезагружаешь, сон работает также, потому что если ты спишь, да, у тебя идет загрузка, ну, типа, игра приостанавливается. А если ты просто там ожидание, типа, как медитация в Ведьмаке, любое это действие триггерит вот этот баг. И я, короче, что сделал? Я прошел, ну, типа, вот эту фигню там пострелял, все сделал. Ну, то есть я откатился еще сильнее назад, где еще не было этого. Я откатился сильнее назад, прошел вот эту часть, где надо было пулять стрелой в лампу. Я инженер, да. Ну, я софтвер-инженер, типа, да. Я делать-то мне нехер, поэтому... Я, короче, прошел этот отрезок, совершенно не перезагружаясь, и без сна, и без сохранений. То есть я просто после того, как вот ночью все это я сделал, надо было ждать утра, и нормальный человек пошел бы, короче, поспал бы или просто время бы перемотал, чтобы наступило утро. А я же, понимая, что этот баг стриггерится, я просто, короче, сел за стол, ну, в игре в смысле, ну, хотя в реальности тоже, и просто я прождал там эти, что-то около 8 часов, при том, что это где-то 20-25 минут реального времени. И я, короче, прождал, потратил на всякий случай, я сохранился с помощью шнапса, типа я потратил там 1 шнапс, но это херня. И в итоге, короче, я с ним нормально поговорил, у меня не забаговалось, потому что я ничего с сейвом не делал, то есть я его не переписывал, не запускал ничего. И я нормально этот квест в итоге сдал, просто пришлось сидеть, ждать за столом там, типа, где-то полчаса. Ну, 25 минут, где-то так, 20-25, где-то так, меньше получаса. Вот. И, ну, понятно, что пока я там сидел, я там читал какой-нибудь Пикабу, например. Ну, в общем, да, я хацкер. Я кул хацкер.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did? That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work, and besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times, but he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realise it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I talk to him man to man.
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
I swear I'll give back every last groschen, as the Virgin Mary is my witness.
Very well, then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
С удовольствием.
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Where
can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon.
Блять, сейчас я только продам тебе говна всякого. Говна. Вот тебе украшенный Хоуберг, Финрок. На. Говна набирай.
I'd like to dis...
Well...
740, нормально.
Agree?
I'd almost... Seen.
Ебой. Так. Идем. Челик. Побежали, побежали, побежали. Сколько в Благовещенске время-то сейчас? Утро? Ночь? День? Ладно, я на всякий случай посмотрю карту. Я все знаю. С Ульрихом я говорить не буду. А вот с этой чушкой вполне. Да, Сазава, конечно, крупный город. Я тут много часов провел, если так-то думать. Откровенно много. Амвросий. Горожанин. Горожанин. А где Амвросий? Наверное, здесь где-то. Амвросий. Художник по фрескам. Это кто, блядь? Да, с ним на всякий случай поговорим, просто мне интересно. Вы не знаете, здесь можно купить ртуть.
My friend, you're a trader. Help me out here. I'm after some quicksilver.
Well, I've been there several times myself and come back empty-handed. They fobbed me off 3 times over.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Got it for you right here.
Кто не продает вам товар?
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
Похвали меня, какой я гений.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
A tankard of ale for me.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Что у вас есть на продажу? Сыграл в кости, у меня нет времени.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for it now.
Мы потом с ним поиграем, когда с тем челиком проиграем. А где он? Я что-то понять не могу. Блять, явно не здесь. Наверное, там сидит, что ли. Так это служанка из корчмы. Где этот чмырь, блядь? А, вот он, блядь. Нихуя он тут сидит.
Well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes? Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
И чё? Не, ну личико у него такое знатное, такое свиное немножко. Мне нравится. Красавчик. Если ты обратишь внимание... Ну и что? Говорите.
How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening?
Let's have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad. God be with you.
Yeah.
Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
Все, как мы вышибли разбойников с предоставить, стало куда безопаснее. Войско сигнал соргло, скажет сам Рахаэль, когда едешь до самой. Как насчет сыграть в кости просто? Как насчет сыграть в гвинт?
There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, humans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
Парадского храбрый дрыскальц. Что это такое? А, типа, ну давай, понравится.
Sir Radzig Kobyla, the royal hetman. Let's drink to Sir Radzig.
Yes, to the bold Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Я там
to his
был.
loyal servant, the bold Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, we'll drink to you too. Bold Henry of Skalitz.
Я там шотов, блять. Нормас. Люблю такие квесты. Ворки хозяйничала шайка
There was a
разбойников.
band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then. I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
No, not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart enough for me. Ha! To my wits!
Ha ha! To your wits!
Yeah.
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
I lost my family that day. They killed my mother and father.
Let's drink to their memory then. To your dear mother.
To Ma.
And your good father.
To Pa.
Бля, мне кажется, я сейчас ёбнусь сам. Отключусь нахуй.
Did you hear what happened in Merhayed?
No. What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, but the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them. That's what those bastards deserve.
But it didn't end with that. Some pestilence broke out, and people thought it was the plague.
God have mercy on us.
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though. Those murdering bastards poisoned the wells there.
The low-down whoresons. They ought to hang. The lot of them.
Let's drink to this. May all the whoresons get the end they deserve, whether by blade or by rope.
May they die screaming. And while they live, may their mouths turn into arseholes.
That'd save us all a lot of trouble. You'd know right away who you're dealing with.
А, показывает количество шотов, которые еще выпить надо.
So, you're going to Kuttenberg, eh?
That's right.
That's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
Ah, it's great, lad. Grand it is. Kuttenberg is a big town, strong walls, and more churches than you'd count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there, and it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like.
Да,
The city elders are
Брно,
troubled now.
пиздец.
Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
The devil take that damn Sigismund! He's done damage enough here already!
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Scallis. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Then let's drink.
Бля, 2 еще осталось. Больше нету. В смысле жизни?
I asked myself, Ambrose. I asked myself, why are we here?
In the tavern? Well, where else can a man find some culture in these bars?
No. I meant more like in the tavern. But why now? Why here?
Why here? Because I was waiting here before Kuttenberg. Something like that. And why? Well, you came and started this... whatever.
But why did I do it? Was there a reason? Is there a plan? God's plan?
The difference is this. Did you come here of your own free will? Or did you have a feeling you had to? Or the world would stop turning?
Я даже не знаю.
No, I always have this really
Типа
weird
сломать
feeling.
четвертую стену.
Like the whole world is just standing still, watching and waiting what I'll do before doing anything. Nobody as much as lifts a finger until I do.
I used to have the same feeling when I was younger. It passed though.
Oh, but it makes me feel all uneasy and jittery, like some jittery thing. And if I don't do something, then it stays the same. Everything stays the same. Nothing changes.
I know what'll help you, lad. There's nothing to it. It's easy. It's... what was it? Ah, yes! Booze. Let's drink.
По одной. По одной.
Alright, but I drink because I am. Or I want to.
Потому
Not because you want
что...
to. Or someone else.
Потому что
Got it?
если...
Sure,
ну,
sure.
типа...
You
Потому
do
что одно и
what
то
you
же
want,
название скучно
not
несколько
someone
раз,
else.
вот почему.
Right. And
Поэтому там был
we
стрим
can
до этого,
drink
который
lots.
назывался Kingdom Call.
Or just a
Но
little.
он был, наверное, тогда, когда
Or
ты спал
halfway.
еще.
Let's just drink halfway. Not too little.
And not too much. You can have too much of a good thing, eh? Good health.
Yeah, boy. Хорошечно мы встали.
Well, enough chat. How about a little game before you set off? To pass the time.
Sure, one little game to pass the time. That doesn't even count, does it?
Ah, not even worth mentioning in confession. We'll drink to it. May they roll fairly.
Бля, я представляю, я сейчас буду бухой играть. Ну это вот, блядь, ты пьешь. Похоже на меня. Так и происходит, блядь. Ты пьешь, блядь.
Let's do it then. I'll wager...
240.
12 score groschen.
240? You must be very rich or mad, lad. No one plays for that much without seeing how his luck is going first.
Бля, чел.
6 score groschen.
Jesus, that's too much. I thought it was...
3 score groschen.
That's quite a pile. But I have a feeling fortune's on my side today. All right.
Да-да-да. Удача не на его стороне сегодня.
Сегодня
он будет попущен. Смотри, сейчас с первого хода 2000 наберем. 5. 5. Окей. Пять.
Come on, it's time I had a throw.
1300 давай еще и все. Сука, опять кал мне накидывает. 1700. Давай.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Ты будешь lose everything, чел. Ладно, передадим чушке. Вряд ли он 1750 наберет, блять.
Finished.
Все, ему пизда. Ему пизда. 5. 5. 5. 5.
Damn. I should never have played with you.
Ah, it didn't cost you much, did it? You'll do better next time.
No, I'll play no more today. I can see my luck's not in.
Just one little game. And I thought you were made of sterner stuff. Oh well, if you don't want a chance to win your coin back, fine by me.
Oh yeah? Don't get too fond of those groschen, because I'll be having them back.
That's the spirit. I'll wager... 12 score groschen.
240? You must be...
6 score groschen.
Jesus, that's too much.
3 score groschen.
Урод, блять.
That's quite a pile. But I have a feeling fortune's on my side today. All right.
Я не очень понимаю, типа, мне надо ему проиграть, что ли, чтобы было хорошо, или что?
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Да я тебя выебу, блядь, чел. Попустись, блядь. Он бы лучше другую, блять, хотя бы взял, а не золотую, она ему... Тупой еще к тому же, чё? Заебал, блядь, чел. Неудача? Сука, какая удачливая пизда. Так.
Service is a bit slow here today.
5. 5. Это мне нихуя не даст, типа.
Christ, I'll have to get my own ale.
Пожалуйста, дай мне нормальные. Вряд ли он 1200 выбит. Тем более 1500 он вряд ли выбит, пидорас конченый.
We'll see.
We'll see, said the blind man, no.
Oh no!
Соси хуй, дебил. Шесть, 5, 5, 1. Сосуй хуй. У нас 10 раз так придется играть, это пиздец.
I should never.
I didn't cut.
No, I'll play no.
Learn how to lose.
Unlike you, I know when to stop.
И чё, и все, типа? Блять. Подъебала меня игра, подъебала. Пиздец. Ну, типа, блять, не знаю. Что делать-то? Хули делать? Как называется квест? Как называется квест? Я представляю, блять, как он. Понял. Понял.
I hope I can be a help.
Let's have a.
That's. Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a.
Oh. I did. The bold Henry of Skalitz. Let's have a drink to my bravery.
Well, now, I had no idea I was sitting here with such a warrior. A toast to your bravery.
Bravery it was, I cannot deny. Not one of them could match me in combat. Ha! Let's drink to my sword fighting skill.
To your incomparable skill, Master Swordsman.
I rained a barrage of blows on the enemy's heads, to my strength and speed.
Aye, aye, to your fast, powerful arm.
But first I had to track down their lair. So, let's drink to my cunning, too.
Is that so? Then you have the cunning of a fox.
Да, еще бухаю как черт. Проснулся.
I think I overdid it a bit. Oh, there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm. So...
Please, bring me something to eat.
No, not to worry.
That's good news indeed.
It was no...
Ha ha!
Yes, as you ordered.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
But a lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to.
Мы бухаем с
That wound
челиком.
still hurts. We can drink to that.
Что происходит? Мне нужно напоить этого чела, чтобы он согласился играть со мной эти в кости, чтобы он согласился со мной играть, а когда он
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was a close thing. Oh, I'd better watch it. Did you hear what happened in Merhayed?
No.
Some bandits had...
God have mercy.
Ah, but it didn't end...
God have mercy.
It turned out it was...
The load.
One beer for me.
Бля, мне кажется, я
Let's drink to those...
Glory to them!
Not even the pestilence could break them. With the help of Brother Nicodemus, they recovered.
Glory to your brother Nicodemus too.
Aye, and may trouble pass them by now, and leave them to enjoy the peace they deserve.
Aye, peace to all people with good souls.
Level up пьянство.
Tell you what, Ambrose, let's drink to your wife.
Ha! She wouldn't appreciate it much if she saw us now. I say we've had enough to drink. The wife would take the broom to me if she knew. What with an important trip ahead of me.
Wait though. I have to tell you something. About dice. Right?
Да ебать твой рот! Блять. Кал говна ебаного, блять. Прям как в реальной жизни, блять. Проснулся хуй пойми где, хуй пойми с чем, блять. Блять. Амвросий, дорогулечка. Где ты, солнце? Амвросий. Поносий, блять.
Ambrose, what the hell happened yesterday? My head is pounding and my mouth feels like a charcoal kiln.
I'm not surprised. After the way you was swilling yesterday, you blacked out for a while. Then you got your second wind and started up again. We were both quite merry, and you came up with the idea we should go to Ujits and ring the church bell. You buffoon! You said the alehouse maid there was a fine wench, and you'd ring her bell too. Then you said you had to take a piss before going. You went outside and never came back.
Oh, fuck. Hey, Ambrose, I have to tell you something. It was all supposed to be a bit different.
Oh, aye. I figured you were making everything up.
No, that's not what I mean. Listen, it was your wife who sent me to you. To get you to stop gambling, see? She's really fed up with it. But it's up to you. You should quit. For her sake, for your own sake.
What? The pair of you were plotting against me? She doesn't understand. And neither do you. Whatever I lose, I'll win back later. I've got it all figured out. Those poor bastards in Kuttenberg won't know what's hit them when they see how old Ambrose rolls them dice.
But Ambrose, listen.
I don't want to hear another word about it from you or from Guta.
Oh, shit.
Goodbye.
И чё? Чё делать теперь? Блять, Блять, урод ебаный, сука, да ш... Как ты выполнил просьбу жены, блять? Хуёво выполнил. Хуёво. Как ты выполнил ее просьбу? Хуёво выполнил. Ты знаешь, я напился вдрызг, блять, и уснул рядом с туалетом, блять. Было бы неправдой сказать, что у меня такого в жизни в реале не случалось, но надеялся, что хоть в игре будет по-другому. Но нет. Ничего, сейчас мы будем drink responsibly. Сейчас серьезное задание. Будем прям...
I'm glad to... Let's have... See you later.
Поехали. Мы сейчас его просто выебем в очко, бля. Он, сука, у меня, блядь, будет плакать. Везде пьем по 2.
I did.
Well,
Bravery, not one of them.
to your...
I reigned a...
Oh, yeah.
But first I...
Is that...
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь, девять, 10. 10. А вопросов сколько? Раз, два, три, четыре. 4. То есть еще в 3 надо выпить 2.
Надо... No,
that...
В 3 надо выпить 3.
But a lot more. I took an...
Well...
And another thing. That wound...
Yes.
May those back...
May they...
Oh, Jesus. Did you hit...
No.
Some bandit...
God have...
Ah. But it didn't end with...
God have mer...
It turned out it was...
The load...
Let's...
May they... And what?
So...
That's... and it... This...
The...
What?
I'm... oh.
Походу я снова проебался. Нет?
No,
Последний.
No, in the town.
What?
But...
Oh.
What? Right?
And not...
Живой?
Closing time.
Пьешь. Так. Челик. Ой, ебать. Хуя меня понесло. О, бля.
3 6s. 3 6s.
Подожди, а тут типа никто не сидит, что ли? А я его нокнуть не могу? Могу. А, челик тут еще есть. Да, игра. Теперь пизду. И теперь чушку. заодно. Ой. Нет, нет, нет. Блять. Тупая игра тупого говна. Баба спит. Забираем все. Меня повело, блять, поэтому. Забираем все. Забираем все. Что-нибудь еще есть тут? Ничего больше нет. Да. Забираем все. Так, какое сейчас задание? Опять заснул. Да нет, игра интересная, чё. Пробуй помочь портному. Растолкуй Амросе, что он поступает неправильно. Подожди, пока Амросе не протрезвеет. Скажем о том, что он вчера натворил. Я думаю, что мне надо поспать. Я думаю, что он нормально так выпил. Надо проспаться немножечко до утра. Ну, видишь, мы охерительно напоили этого челика. Спиздили у него все, спиздили у этих челиков все. Ну, просто мастера. Игра сохранена. Так, что ты там пишешь? Не, ну, бля, нет, не, типа это... Экшен это для детей, для взрослым людям уже экшен ничего не нужен.
I'll have to lie down for a while longer.
Ambrose, you hound. What got into you yesterday?
Me? Nothing. We drank a bit, alright. Quite a bit. And then I went to sleep.
What? You don't remember? You got as drunk as a lord. Started shouting that you were the greatest dice master in Bohemia and that you'd show everyone. No one had the nerve to tackle you, so you insisted I had to give you a game. But you lost, and then you got really worked up and wanted to save your reputation. We ended up playing until the early hours.
Damn. I don't remember a thing. Did I win?
Oh, you did a few times. And then you lost everything.
Oh, fuck. Everything?
Everything. The whole 600 groschen you had for buying cloth in Kuttenberg.
Christ in heaven. Oh, God, what am I going to do now? I have to get that money back.
Actually, it was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No, I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the Blessed Virgin never to pick up dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
And give me those dice, so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen, Henry. The money you won from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that cloth, and I can't pay for it.
За мои труды можно бы хотя бы поторговаться. Типа, может, тебе 400 хватит, там 200 забила.
You've seen the error of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man. God bless you.
God be with you. У меня 42 тысячи спизжены, блядь. Плюс я тебя раздел еще, блядь, догола. И продам твою одежду. Плюс я еще залутал двоих там и их сундук. Так что, чел, мне нормально, поверь мне. Я не испытываю проблем с деньгами. Хорошо, так, задание выполнено. Так, теперь что? What now? А, поторговать с челиком надо было.
God save you. Good boy.
А, у него состояния нету денег. Пидорас, нахуй ты вообще. Нахер он вообще существует, блядь? Он нищий, блядь. Серой и убогий. Фу, таким быть, фу. Пойдем сейчас продадим лишнее кузнецу, заодно поболтаем с этим кузнецом и потом вернемся. Наоборот, кайфово, что не все решается просто массовым пизделом, а есть ну, типа, другие квесты, которые решаются тем, что ты можешь попиздить. Это ж клево. Бля, игра залагала. Еще раз. Погнали. Дубина. Желто-серая куртка, женские туфли. Красные штаны. Нижняя ночная рубашка. Почему женщин нельзя раздеть в этой игре, блядь? Тупость такая, пиздец. Женщин раздеть нельзя. Нахуй нужны женщины, если их нельзя раздеть? Типа, в чем их смысл? Непонятно. Зайца продадим ему. Пивасик я спиздил. 15 пивасиков. Найс, я залутал их. Нормально. Похоже на меня. 10 селедок. Да. Я, как всегда, ни в чем себе не отказываю. Ну, спиздил и спиздил. Похуй. Похую. Игральные кости у этого пидораса, конечно, клевые. Но, блин.
Let's have a word about the price.
Хочу 68 за это.
Agree?
I'd almost...
More.
What do you say to...
I'd almost...
Педрила. 69, да.
Final...
Может ему предложить 69, тогда он согласится. Раз мы к нему пришли.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you. Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper. Goodbye.
Я нанял преступника, что ли? Самого мудильного мудила из всех. Найс. Умею, практикую.
Yeah.
God be with you. Goodbye.
Подожди, сейчас я проверю. Прочекаю, что там не было. Да. Видишь, больше ничего нет. Окей, Мадонна.
For the love of...
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
So, what do you think? Was it all right?
I'm at a loss for words.
It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Надо идти в
Thank you, Henry.
Баба не может быть
I don't even know how I did it. I just
Она нагрешила уже
opened
тем,
my
что у нее
mouth and the
пизда.
words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Oh, yes. Clear as day. It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I.
Да, детка,
I
я
wouldn't
еще
have
в
missed
твоих
it for the
трусиках
world.
могу побывать.
How is Matthias doing?
I think he's getting better. It looks like his fever's fallen. Sometimes we even talk for a while. I just hope he doesn't relapse again.
Nah, he'll pull out of it. You'll see. I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a groschen or two in the end, eh?
Yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
Кибаться она за это.
What about the custodian? Is he leaving you alone now?
Yes. He hasn't been here for a while. Can we just talk about something else, please?
What's got into you? You're not yourself at all. Is something wrong?
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
What's the
Он
matter?
ебет ее, да?
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here, always bringing me gifts, a dress, a piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy, any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once, more than once, I went with him. Then he had this room cleared out and gave it to me.
Так она, ну, типа, не факт, что грешит.
You're not to blame. These things happen. He's a noble, and he can do whatever he feels like. Took advantage of you.
But it's all over, I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him. I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better.
Да, потому что ты шлюха.
If I had been more virtuous.
Вместо тебе,
Don't be
блядь,
so
в
hard on
Бадхаусе.
yourself.
Ну,
The
бад, не
important
в
thing
смысле
is you ended it,
жопа, а
and you tried
баф.
to make amends.
So ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me, and don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
О, я
I
всем
won't breathe a
расскажу,
word.
какая ты шлюшка.
Promise.
Thank you,
Какая ты
Henry.
проститутка вонючая.
Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding. Good luck, then. Henry!
А в какой позе он тебя
I
ебал,
went to see the
расскажи?
tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think this
Может, я
is
уже больше,
exactly
чем
what the
друг.
Blessed Virgin wants from
Подумай.
us.
How are things going otherwise?
Может быть, наша Virgin
You
хочет,
wouldn't
чтобы ты
believe what
перестала
happened.
быть...
One of the
Она,
bathhouse
блядь, она
wenches
не
came to
девственница
me.
даже, она ебется.
What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
See what you're capable of? Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
Yes, indeed. I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledetchko. Adela, her name is.
And how do you know her?
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and help her.
But how?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
You're right. I'll head off right now. If it's the will of the Blessed Virgin, it must be done.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. Goodbye.
Шлюха из Ледечко. Понимаю. Сейчас заскочим еще к нашему умирающему, что посмотреть.
Good heavens. What's all this? Candles? Pictures? Someone's made quite a shrine here. I can't wait to hear what Johanka thinks of this.
Это Никодим. Дорогая, наш сын Никодим продает кокаин одноклассникам своим, и не только им одним, и уже немало лет. Даже мэр его клиент. Заключает контракты с клубницами, водится с убийцами, держит всю провинцию. Ситуацию осложняет то, что работа нашей места — это госнаркоконтроль. И мы должны бы его арестовать, но ведь я его отец, но ведь ты же его мать, на. Как же быть, жена? Дорогая, наш сын Никодим продает кокаин одноклассникам своим. И не только им одним, и уже немало лет, даже мэру клиента. Пожалуйста. Я 50 раз нажал прыжок перед тем, как она подъехала к хуйне. 50 раз я нажал прыжок, она не прыгнула. своем Series X. Ну и плюсом еще в кучу игр, которые у меня там меня ждут, когда я доиграю в Kingdom Come. Сука. Я почти я был близок. Пацан к успеху шел.
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Ow!
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait until...
Christ!
It's a bit unpleasant.
Unpleasant?
That sounded like...
That fella is beating her up.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays well, and the bruises will heal soon enough.
I want to talk to him.
You can't now. The door stays locked, and the key stays safely with me. Wait until tomorrow.
Who's there? Answer me!
She could be killed in there. And do you think the bailiff wouldn't hold you responsible, sitting here and doing nothing to stop it?
You really think she could be? God almighty. Here, take the key. Please, help her.
That's how you want it, eh?
Ow!
Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela. For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
That's odd. Nothing here.
Don't call her a whore. She fucks for money, you idiot. She is a whore. Easy. Easy. Have you any idea the shit I can land you in if I have a word with the bailiff? The bailiff doesn't care about some whore. Maybe, maybe not. He might care about your sodomy, though, if I give him an eyewitness account. Fucking hell. What do you want from me? Get out. Fuck.
What have you done?
I don't need this shit. But you haven't heard the last of this, fucker. I'll cut your fucking throat for that.
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God. Henson will kill me. If Marouche doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
All right? You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him. And he ended up dead.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
Why do you live like this? Why don't you just leave?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Why not?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
You don't care that you're living in sin.
So? Virtue won't put...
And can you live with it?
What do you mean?
Are you able to respect yourself?
I have my pride.
Good for you. But don't you want something more? Something to make you really proud of yourself?
Well, maybe. But what?
Haven't you ever wanted to help others?
I don't know if I could do that.
Well, Johanka wasn't very sure of herself at the start either. But now the infirmary couldn't manage without her.
Johanka?
That doesn't matter.
But I still think I'm better off here.
Haven't you ever thought of doing...
Like what?
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes. But you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. But I still think I'm better off here.
Пизда вонючая.
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Rat-Eye could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
But you're a pariah. No one will talk to you.
What do I care about anyone else? Let them look out for themselves and I'll do the same.
You won't always be able to manage on your own, whether you like it or not.
So what?
Я даже не знаю, типа, хочешь закончить как вонючка? Посмотри на жителей Скалицы. Давай на больной.
Look at the refugees from Skalitz. Do you think they'd have managed on their own, without the help of Sir Hanush?
No, I suppose not.
Just so. People should stick by each other.
You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bathmaid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
Well, there, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
Конечно.
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
God be with you.
И вот это круто. Поехали. С тяночкой. Я со своей тяночкой. Да-да-да. Что-то только половину пути сделали. Странно. Какой-то ебаный лес. На нас бандиты какие-нибудь напали, блядь. Бандиты? Бандиты. Монстр. Kill. Бля, какой-нибудь Российскому пропагандону расскажи, что существует Monster Kill, так он охуеет. Ой, бля, здрасте. Чел.
You're dead.
Get it!
Да ну ёбни ты его, блядь! Блядь. Ну выбери цель нормально, что ж ты такой тупой? Да, наяривай мне. Хорошо, отлично.
What's the matter? Get it!
Ну ёбни ты, блядь, ну что за хуйня? Куда он меня...
Well landed.
Сука, щитовидная железа, блядская. Отъебись!
I haven't even started yet.
Чушкан еблан. Да выбери другого, ну что ты такой тупой? Сука, какая тупая игра. Она пиздец какая тупая. Да ну выбери. Блять, почему такой конч-то, а?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Гандон ебаный.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Почему игра такая тупая? Чушкан говнян. Да отъебись ты, блин.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Давай. Bring it on, нахуй. Твой друг умер. И это помрет. Хватит меня начпокивать. Хватит меня начпокивать. Хватит меня. Ой, ой. Ой, один остался. Ой. Какая жалость. Что ты теперь один, мой чушок. Чушок-лопушок, иди сюда. Чушкан еблан. Да ну. Что ты говоришь? Что ты говоришь такое? Ой, чушонг. Ой, чушок. А, в смысле? Пошел нахуй. Уехал, блядь. Урод, блядь. Отдыхай.
Henry?
Да-да.
Henry?
Да. Пойдем?
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you alright?
Да вообще ерунда.
Just a scratch or two. Those idiots didn't know who they were taking on.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Let's go then.
God be with you.
Я надеюсь, больше бандитов не будет, блять. Да. Как ему по башке ёбнул, и он уехал, блядь, далеко-далеко. Такой вниз, такой... Ой, какая жалость. По башочке получил. Не, ну в принципе я троих с броней, с щитом.
Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you.
Ну, может, минетик?
If you wanted. For one last time, together.
Yeah.
One last time. Why not?
Да. Хорошо. Надеюсь, я не заражусь чем-нибудь. А то он так съехал, блядь, с горы. Может быть, его хуец-то до этого тоже по горе ездил какой-нибудь грязный. Грязный, немытой горе. Ну, стоило трахнуться, конечно. Спасибо, тетя. Ты мне помогла немножечко слить мою нагрузку. Так сказать. Упокоить мои чресла. Все, сохраняемся и выходим. Пока что на сегодня достаточно. Хорошо сыграли. Было хорошо. I'm calm. Ну, видишь? Это все-таки Kingdom Come. Без этого не обошлось. Ну как я мог выбрать другой вариант? Типа вот... Ну, кстати, был экшен. Ты же хотел экшен. Вот тебе экшен, пожалуйста. Довольно, кстати, неплохой. 3 челика, в принципе... Один из них вообще бронированный и с лонгсвордом, и один с этими... Нормально. Я считаю, not bad. Но на этом мы заканчиваем. Но не кам. А, Кам, но не Кам, да. Нет, мне кажется, Генри Кам вполне себе. Кейм, вернее. Все же говорить правильно. Так что все в порядке. Не переживай за Генри. У него был трудный сегодня день, начиная от того, что у него игра забаговалась, и ее пришлось чинить, до, блядь, того, что надо было напиваться в усмерть с челиком, а потом еще телочку трахать. Поэтому сегодня у него был трудный день. Нужно это понять и простить, поэтому ничего. Посмотрим, что будет дальше. Посмотрим, что будет завтра. Так. Забыл, как останавливать стрим. Пока. Удачи. Я пойду спать.